Okay, we're live.
Okay, I'm live too.
Good morning.
Hello everybody, Anna and David's live, KPC
Only
live.
6 minutes late.
Oh, this
10.
is not considered late. Yeah, this is just the preparation period for the people. Warm up. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Someone says, didn't David sleep in the studio the other day? He
Oh,
should do
no.
that on days he will stream with Anna. Lol.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Maybe you should. He has like whole ass couches here.
Yep.
Yeah. And I brought him tea.
Thank you.
That's Americano. Oh
Honestly,
my gosh, David's fan. It's like, what is that? If you hear noise, it's David's fan.
yeah, if you hear that whirring sound,
It's so loud. Oh my gosh.
yeah, we'll just turn it on for a while because like we're both.
It's hot today.
Yeah, it's hot today. We both climbed the stairs and all that. So.
I am drinking energy drink to watch. Okay.
Oh, energy drinks are not good for you. No.
This is fun, and I've never been on a live like this before out of the 200 I have been on, says Laura Smith. Hi, Laura.
Wow. Hi, Laura.
And, hold on, I got a PayPal. Thank you. Who
Whoa,
is it?
already?
Just before you walked in the door.
Oh, see? I should be late more often.
No. Your skin is glowing, or it looks like it
Oh,
is.
that's because I applied your whatever.
Did you actually use it?
Yeah.
What did you apply?
The green thing.
The
I don't.
Curito.
Yeah.
David is using skincare.
It felt
Big
too
whoop for
dry
David.
today. Yeah.
Thank you, Aileen Kirstein, if I'm saying your name correctly. Hi, and I love your vlogs. Thank you. Thank you so much, Aileen.
Wait, priorities first. Hey David, do you like Karina's hip movement in Armageddon? I need to
We're
check
gonna
it.
talk about that.
I need to check it out.
Did you not watch it?
I did not. I watched it, but I skimmed through it.
Okay.
But yeah, I need to see that specific hip movement. Yeah.
Lol. Okay, let's do catch-up talk, and then we're gonna get into the aespa, the Cannes Film Festival. There's, like,
Racism?
yeah, other talks of racism. But let's do catch-up talk first.
Okay.
I was about to say, on the way here, I was watching. Do you know Try Guys?
Yeah.
They're like peak
they still
millennial.
around?
Yeah, peak millennial, like OG YouTube, you
Yeah.
know, like from BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed.
I don't know if you know the whole drama, but it used to be
Yeah, I know.
four guys, but one of them
cheated. Or
cheated, so he left the group. And
Yeah.
then the Korean American guy named Eugene,
Eugene.
I just watched, it just came on my homepage, so he's leaving Try Guys as well. Because
Now?
yeah,
As of
because
now?
it was like he dropped a video like 3 days ago saying goodbye to his audience because he wants to not do YouTube anymore. He's doing so many other things like actual
Okay.
film production.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he has an actual career now
Yeah, that's
instead of
good.
that. And so the two guys are remaining, and obviously they're gonna bring in loads of other more people. And they were saying stuff like, oh, you know, the YouTube algorithm is not, it changes all the time. It's not how it was back in when we started, and it's like hard for them to keep up the level of production
Yeah.
that they have. So they're launching a streaming service just for their extra content.
Wow.
They made one. Yeah. So it's like they're not going to take their content off YouTube, but they're going to put like the extra stuff and like faster onto their thing, and that's what they're doing. Is like their business model. I feel like a lot of YouTubers are doing this. I've seen a lot of YouTubers, big YouTubers, do this.
Yeah,
Because it's just being a slave to the YouTube algorithm is not like sustainable all the time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, YouTubers need to have sustain their lives too.
And the
then-
Try Guys is like so produced. They spend a lot of money on production. And to be honest, like I don't know if this is my personal taste, but I still like YouTube should be just YouTube. If it feels too much like TV, I don't want to go there to
It's
watch more
already
TV.
become TV though.
Yeah, when it becomes too corporate and it becomes too produced and too high production, it like turns me off. Yeah, I was talking about this with Jerry because we filmed our thing over the weekend. He came to my house and we filmed like a house apartment short and stuff. And then he was like asking me like, "Whoa, what mic do you use? What camera do you use?" Like he was saying like there's like a big Korean YouTuber that just does like house apartment videos.
Yeah.
And he was like he just films with his phone, and I was like, yeah, but it's fine. I was like, as long as I think it's the content that
That's
matters.
true.
You can film on a potato, and as long as the content, the title, like actual like you know the content of the video is what people want to watch. It doesn't matter if you're filming on your phone.
That's
I think your
true.
phone is good enough these days.
That's true.
Yeah. And he was saying like, oh yeah, my last short video I filmed on like a different camera and like the views tanked. And I was like, I don't think it's anything to do with the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really doesn't have like that doesn't matter at all.
Oh. Yeah,
But
I agree. But,
but he works so hard. I really have
Jerry?
respect for Jerry. You know, he tells me he makes more on TikTok revenue than YouTube.
Really? Wow, that's
Yeah,
insane.
once you're in that creative beta fund and your videos are over 1 minute long, he said it's far surpassed YouTube like a while ago, and I was like,
Wow.
oh my god.
I guess he gets a lot of views on TikTok too, so that's partially
Yeah,
the
so
reason.
we can be in the thing too if we have over 50k. You can make money off TikTok.
Yeah. I'll re-up
I think that is my goal for like I have to surpass 50k on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, guys, if you haven't. It's the same as my Instagram, JY Anna Lee. So that is my goal. But I after I filmed with Jerry, and then after I posted to my story of him at my house because it was like we just had filmed the video.
Yeah.
And then somebody commented on one of my Instagram pictures.
Oh no.
I think it's a guy because the profile picture and the pictures is like an Asian girl, but it looks like there's all stolen photos. So somebody commented in all caps, "Her boyfriend is Jerry Rick. Bet he was hard at work." And I was like,
You thought you were clever there.
yeah, you
with the
thought you were
comment.
clever. So I was like, so loud but so wrong, lol. And then that person commented back again, being like, "Oh, really? Okay, but who is your lover? Why do we not know who you're dating? Whether you date Korean guys or Western guys or both, or that you prefer Korean guys above Western guys, would be interesting to know your views on dating Western guys."
Interesting to know.
And I was like, the audacity.
You have no right to know
The
anything,
audacity.
yeah.
You have no right to my private
It's so
life.
entitled, yeah.
No, what the fuck? These like parasocial, like it
Yeah.
gets seriously
You have to
funny
be
sometimes.
careful with those kind of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably target where your house is by like the angle of the window and whatever shit. Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
So be careful.
So yeah, funny.
Yeah.
How have you been otherwise this week?
Nothing special. I had a very horrible weekend. If you check out my Instagram, my 유일한 희망 every week, which is like my sole hope every week, is just to play tennis every once in a while.
Oh, it was raining that day.
It was raining. I got the best court during the weekend. It rained, and then ironically, just before that, I had to take my car to the court, so my car looked horrible because
Oh, and then you had it washed.
I had it washed, and
Why
then
did
it
you?
was.
Did you not check the weather?
I checked the weather, and then it said like 10% chance of raining, and I was like, I'll take that 10%. And then it's now or never, because like you never actually have the time to wash your car. So I washed my car, and then I went to the tennis court. It started raining. Everything
It was
started
heavy rain. on
tumbling
Sunday.
down. Yeah, and yeah. So, and the saddest part is I usually play just men's doubles.
Yes.
Yeah, men's doubles. But this day,
It was with females. And it got cancelled. Guys, if you don't know, like going like to play tennis is like one of the hot places in Korea where you can actually like meet people and like possibly date. It's become like tennis has become one of those places.
Yeah, I didn't approach it with that angle, but the only court available and the only spot open was a mixed double. So I was like, okay, let me just do it. I'll just like exercise.
Have
and
you
stuff.
ever like had any situationships happen
No.
tennis?
No offense, girls out there. Oh my god, I'm going to get canceled.
Why? Why don't you be careful with what you're about to say?
No offense, but it's boring to play with girls.
He's saying they're not good.
No, it's just like physical difference, okay?
I mean, that's
like
true.
Serena Williams,
She can beat you.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
she can beat me, but she said herself that like
Yeah, of course, men and women are different
just
physical strength.
a man player in tennis, which is like in maybe like the top, I don't know, 200 or whatever, who's not that good, who's mediocre, could probably beat her on the court
Really?
because of physical difference. And that's just how it is in sports, So that's why I normally just go to play men's doubles. But this time it was like I didn't have any option, and
It got cancelled anyway,
I got
so
canceled.
no fun time
I was
for
like,
David.
boo-hoo, and then I stayed home depressed and munched on chips and stressed out eat. Yeah.
Anyway, so this week is on Friday is my birthday party. Actually, Min Jae just messaged me about
Oh, was it Friday, not Saturday?
It's Friday.
Okay, yeah.
You have to
I
come.
planned it together too. Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
come.
I reserved the place for you. I forgot.
I messaged Danny and I was like, Danny, come. It's like, and then he just read it, hasn't messaged me back.
My tax accountant.
Oh yeah, I have the same one.
Oh right. Did
Yeah,
he
you
do the
introduced-
good
yeah,
work
I
for you?
did it,
This?
yeah.
I was satisfied this year.
Yeah.
He
How much
actually
did you pay?
he actually gave me it back, like like a refund.
I paid a lot this year.
Oh,
compared
good
to
for
last
you.
year.
That's good.
Yeah.
Paying a lot of tax is good.
How much do you pay? Whisper it to me.
I got a refund.
So you didn't pay anything?
Yeah, I got.
What do you mean?
I spent so much that they gave me a refund.
Really?
Yeah. And also, I already paid like a
Oh, okay.
whatever thing in January, so
Oh,
yeah.
I have to pay
If
taxes.
if you pay taxes earlier, they give you like a discount or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to pay, so.
Anyways, the
Yes,
funny
your
thing is
accountant.
our tax accountant was like, David 대표님, like, do
Danny
you
doesn't-
have a grasp of Danny? Like, I
He
can't
doesn't say
reach him.
anything?
Like,
Oh, so it's the same for
he
everyone.
reaches my he reads my messages, but he doesn't reply
Yeah.
at me, and like, this is urgent. If I
Yeah.
don't file this right now, he's gonna get like a
Yeah,
10%
penalty.
more penalty
Yeah.
or something. It
Yeah.
affects you as well, and
Yeah.
then I was like, that's just how it is.
So did you get a hold of him?
Apparently he called him like multiple times, and he said like he's in the middle of a project, so he'll call him back or anything. But I don't know if he's still whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, I said to Danny like, you can come, you should come, and you can also bring your girlfriend. So I will message him again today, probably, being like, reply.
Yeah.
Yeah. David is on perpetual Korean time. Yes. Anna, what did you think of Brett Cooper reaction to your video?
Oh yeah, congrats on that.
I mean,
I watch her avidly, and
yeah. I mean,
she should have used a better thumbnail.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, that's like her kind of exactly her kind of content.
Yeah.
She hates like the radical, like super.
Yeah, she's very right.
She's conservative, yeah. So I mean, I knew that was gonna. But my friend Annie, she was also she was on the thumbnail, but like she didn't her video.
Oh, that was her friend?
Annie? I mean, yeah, she's my friend.
Oh, I don't know who she is, but like,
Yeah.
what a coincidence.
Yeah. So I mean, Brett Cooper, she has a big channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, big channel. So good for her. Speaking of big channels, I was watching the iShow Speed
Oh,
like
yeah.
a little bit, just like his videos on Korea. I'm just like still genuinely don't understand
The appeal?
the appeal.
That's-
Why is he that
That's
famous?
Gen Z for you.
Is he like Jake Paul, like Logan Paul? Like he's a streamer, right? He apparently streams for like 5 hours a
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Like that's insane to me.
He's the. Do you know Chargu? You
Yeah,
don't know
yeah, yeah.
Chargu? He's the Chargu of the whole world. He barks, and
Yeah.
he likes Ronaldo. So
Oh my gosh, yeah. I really tried to watch it and understand like what is it that I'm missing.
I kind of enjoyed it. Like this time.
I guess
sat
he's like
down.
entered like he's just very outspoken, loud, and like
Yeah, I think kids like him when he
yeah,
barks and stuff.
yeah, and he like was like they're going on a date with a Korean girl and all this stuff. So so yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I had other stuff I wanted to mention in the catch up.
Actually, I have something to mention too.
Okay.
Oh, this is not what we're selling yet, but we're thinking of selling it because like it's so funny. It's like a meme T-shirt. It's called the U.S. Korea Alliance T-shirt. I found it on the internet and suggested let's sell this, and this shit's hilarious. Look at this.
What?
Do you know what
It's
this
Bart
is?
Simpson, and what's that?
You don't know the character below?
No,
You're
what?
not Korean.
What is it?
You are not Korean. This is the U.S. Korea Alliance T-shirt.
What does that mean?
And this character is from 검정 고무신. Do you know that animation? Oh my god!
David, I don't watch anime.
It's not anime.
I don't watch
Simpsons
anime.
is not an anime. It's
Yeah,
the
but
same
Simpsons
thing.
is super
It's
famous.
cartoon. This is super famous too. Ask any Korean and they'll know this. And he's famous for his like rigged, what do you call it? His crisp, what do you call this? Like rippled hair.
Hair?
And then they fit together. So it's US and Korea united.
It's not super obvious though to
I
people
know.
who don't know it.
Yeah, so it's more subtle for you guys to wear. But if you like it, say W in the chat.
L's across the board.
Say W in the chat if you
L.
like it, and we'll consider having it on the Piroso. Yeah.
L's. And also on.
Everybody knows, even a 외국인 knows 기영이. You don't know 기영이? Oh my god. Okay.
On Thursday. Oh, yes. So Tammy from Korea Herald.
Oh.
I have no idea who she is. She's
She's our past editor.
past editor, first one or?
We have 3 editors, so I think it's our second.
Okay. Apparently, someone named Tammy used to be an editor for DKDKTV. She was now for Korea Herald, and then she DM'd me being like, they have a new YouTube
Interview
show.
series.
Yeah, interview show. It's called Studio H. And it's like they have like this Korean British guy. It's kind of like the concept similar to The Office, where they hire possible new job employees to like come work for them. And they're like, like Shannon was on it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
And the weird TikTok girl?
Kudasai.
I don't know who
I have
she
no
is,
idea
but
who she
like,
is either.
yeah,
But
she
she's
was like the
famous.
Pied Piper in Korea.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was like,
Do you guys know the Kudasai?
I don't know
girl?
what she is. Like,
But
yeah.
apparently she's super famous as well.
Yeah.
And so I'm filming that on Thursday. And I was like,
Okay.
I've never spoken to a Korean British
Oh,
person
really?
in Korea.
Other than yourself?
Yeah, so that's going to be quite fun. So the concept's going to be about that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frappuccino, for the £2. Anna, what do you think about the IU injection? IU injection? IU 주사? I think it's like, I've heard of it. I think it's meant to make you like super pale. But I don't, those don't really work in my opinion. Like, unless you are super pale to begin with and you just kind of going back to your natural color, you can't go from being dark to like being too pale with an injection. I don't think it works. So I've never gotten it done, IU injection. So yeah, that's my week. And then today I'm seeing Lena, who I've spoken about on our live stream. Sometimes she's works at Google, super successful ENTJ. I'm seeing her tonight for drinks, I think. So yeah, that's my week. Also, one more thing. You know, I said last week my boyfriend was stuck in China.
Yeah.
Because he got detained. So
Oh no! Yeah, what happened with that?
he was there for like several days, and then he came on Sunday night.
Holy Christ!
He was several days late, and there was some issue. Like apparently his visa expired on the same day as he was supposed to leave China, and apparently that's not okay.
Okay.
You have to have at least several days, like I don't know,
Okay.
something. And then so he's actually had to go back today to sort it out. So he's on a flight now. I was like, oh, lovely CCP. Yeah, so that's what's been up.
To give you some like a briefing of political news, Korea, Japan, and China, their presidents all united in Korea yesterday, and they had like a big conference or something, and they were all like, let's unite, let's like, sort out the peace of Northeast Asia and all that kind of stuff, like economics. And the funny thing was, like, it was all geopolitical talk, but the funny thing was each media and each president, President Xi didn't go, but like one leader under, like the vice president went. But anyways, when they all said, like the 3 countries, the orders were all different. So it was like a subtle, aggressive power.
It's a power trip.
So even among the 3, like
there's competition.
the Korean media or press always says 한중일.
Yeah.
It's like Korea, China, Japan. But the president yesterday went on an exception. He was like Korea, Japan, and China. And then the Chinese press was like, why are you saying Korea, Japan before China? And then the Chinese vice president was like, Japan, Korea, China, Korea, Japan. And then Koreans were like, oh, Chinese see us a little bit, like more important than Japan maybe? And then we were like, what's happening? And then Japan was the funniest. They were like, Japan, China, and Korea. 일중한. And Koreans were like, oh no, Japan, we're the most like close, intimate, economic,
Actually, I mean,
benefactor.
my boyfriend, he was on a work trip, and he was basically telling me the psyche of the people in China, and he was like, actually, they think Japanese people are like too aged, like too backwards, too like not with the modern times enough. They actually prefer, like in terms of just business, they prefer working with Korea because there's a lot more like Korea's innovative. We have like the 반도체.
And we're good to fuck over.
Yeah. He says they definitely view us as like the beta.
Yeah,
they think they're the kings of the world.
Yeah.
And like Japan is like on its way out, and Korea is like, oh, that's like we can just use them for.
Yeah.
That's how he views.
Yeah.
That's how they view. So
And Japanese people and Chinese people, they hate each other. I mean, Koreans hate both parties too, but the hatred between Japanese and Chinese people exceeds the hatred of like Korea and the other countries. So yeah, this whole place is like a whole, you know, a mixed shithole. Yeah.
And he was saying like he had like a business meeting with like these like people, like important people I guess in China, and then there was like one guy who was like known as Crypto Prince. He has like 500 Bitcoin. I was just like, oh my god,
can you
like
just give me like 0.5?
Anyway, okay, shall we get into the news?
Oh, just one more interesting fact. I saw statistics yesterday, and among the Asian Americans that reside in America, they did like a survey on their their impressions of their mother country for like Korean Americans Korea, Chinese Americans China, and then Japan, Korea, and like Vietnam and all the other Asian countries, they all had like a fond, favorable feeling towards their mother country. It was like over like 50-60%. But then when you go to Chinese Americans, they're like, I'm not going back to my country. 20%.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah.
What do you think? Of course, they could have they could like their own country too.
They like their culture, but like to actually live there, I think most people don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, interesting survey, but let's go on.
Okay, what should we talk about first?
What do you want?
Let the Cannes Festival thing first.
Okay.
Okay, let me find my thingy.
There we go.
Okay, so that's not it. Oh no, hold on. Okay, so the Cannes Film Festival, there was some what was it? No, this is not the right one. Okay, no, sorry, let me find my right browser.
You have so many stuff open.
Yeah, for some reason, like the all K-pop links just don't open on my Chrome anymore, so I'll have to change it. Can we turn the fan off now?
Yeah, I told you. You're gonna be cold in a while. And for your info, like someone said in the chat that David got some money buying Dysons and all, but I got this from my grandpa, so.
What do you mean?
Oh, this Dyson fan. I didn't buy it. Yeah.
Okay, so there was the Cannes Film Festival, which happens every year.
Yeah.
And there was a security guard that kind of upset a lot of celebrities. So do you know who Kelly Rowland is?
No.
She was
probably an actress.
No. She was a singer. When Beyonce and they used to be a girl group back in the ages ago. And so she was one of Beyonce's girl members.
Okay.
So she's also a singer.
Beyonce had a group?
Yeah. She originally debuted as a group and then she became a solo.
Oh, really?
When she was
what
a child.
Was the group's name?
Destiny's Child.
Oh, Destiny's Child. I've heard
she's
of that
a member
name.
of Destiny's Child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So on the red carpet they have to take photos and stuff, and this she got really upset because I guess this lady was telling her to hurry up, just keep rushing, don't dawdle, and she's like, don't touch me, don't speak to me like that. I think that's what she's saying. That's what blind deaf people were saying, lip reading was saying. She's like, don't talk to me like that and all this stuff. And then the same person did this to another I think she's from the Dominican Republic. She's oh, this lady has this big on train. She has a picture. She has a picture of, I think maybe Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, she wants to show her dress and her gown. And she's keeps
and the security keeps unfolding.
Yeah, she's getting really frustrated. And to be honest, she's actually putting her hands on the actress and being like, hey, just keep moving and stuff.
Yeah.
And so she actually pushes her out the way.
Oh, wow.
At the end, yeah. She becomes very annoyed.
It's so funny. She's trying to unfold it, and but the security keeps unfolding.
Yeah, she's very annoyed.
Yeah, that's probably a very expensive dress, probably sponsored or anything.
Yeah, you have to get the good pictures.
Yeah, but
I would be frustrated too, and Latinos, they usually have they're gonna speak their mind. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's really annoying.
That is very stressful to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and why is that security guard keeps on blocking her?
Yeah, she's trying to say hi. Oh, she's actually pushes her out the way.
Oh, that's some physical contact
Yeah,
there.
physical contact.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Kelly Rowland did an interview afterwards. She's like, I have boundaries. She knows what she did. I stand by those boundaries, and all this stuff. And then there was if you go to the TikTok link.
Wait, so is it a boundary thing, like physical touch, or is it like not letting them take photos?
I mean, no, she didn't say what was her boundary, but that's all she said.
Okay.
If you go to the TikTok link.
Wait, so she's who did not look quite like me. So she's
saying that she only did it to people of color.
Okay.
There was another link I'll show you, but she wasn't the only person. If you go, well, her point becomes kind of mute because if you go to the TikTok link, there's a white Ukrainian model who literally gets pushed out as well.
Oh.
She's like fighting to try and get pictures, and they're like telling her to go away.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Is she actually trying to get pictures, or is she trying to exit? It looks like she wants to escape. No. What are they doing? Are they like disco balling? What?
And then there was a link with Yuna as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Yuna also same thing happened to her. She was wearing this pink gown, and then they were telling her like, no, you have to keep going up the stairs.
Yuna from Girls' Generation.
Yeah. Yuna Cannes Film Festival. So people were debating like, is this a racist thing? Because people were saying, yeah.
Well, she looks great in that red dress, by the way. Wow, she has such a long neck.
Yeah, she's known as like the
it looks like
Bambi.
Bambi. Oh,
yeah. Sasam.
Really?
Yeah,
oh,
that was always her nickname.
That just came in my mind.
Yeah, again, same thing. And they keep trying to like be like, keep going.
Oh, she's kind of frustrated too.
Yeah, obviously it's annoying
see
because
it in your face. Yeah.
It's the hours of work from your whole makeup team, glam team, your dress. It's literal like a full days of work, and you have to get the good photos. And they're like, no, keep going. So, yeah, it's disrespect.
That flying hand. It's like she's canceling all the photos.
Yeah. And I don't know. I saw some comments from people being like, Ken is like, well, I don't want to generalize, but like, also not French people, but maybe people in Paris especially. I've heard they can be rude, like a bit standoffish. Maybe some of them are racist towards people of color. And this is not like when I was in university in London, I've also had like French friends. They hated, like as in people from the French countryside, they hated people from Paris. They're saying they were stuck up, they were bitches, they were really rude. So like I've actually heard that from my French friends as well. So maybe it's like a elitist kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what was really going on there, but there was a lot of people saying, yeah, that's not okay. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you guys think after seeing all this?
Yeah,
I'm just looking at the comments to see any alternative explanations.
Yeah, very possible though.
Yeah, there are a lot of people saying she was only doing it to people of color.
So Yuna, the Dominican lady, the Kelly Rowland, but also there was the white Ukrainian model. So I think they're just like they take their job extremely seriously. It's just like, are you getting paid that much to like just brush everybody off the red carpet? Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I guess she is trying to do her job, the security, like to think in her perspective, like she's probably doing that for safety reasons or something. Maybe that was a little bit too much, like having the constant flying hand.
You don't putting your hands on the celebrities.
Or maybe she was just like, she had instructions, like because it's a steep stairs and they're all in like big dresses, so they might like topple down if they, you know, so she might have been like assisting them or something. But if they request to like take down the hands for a while, like just for a single photo, she can do it for like a couple seconds.
Yeah, it's not, but especially when they're like so like showing their annoyance and they're like pushing you away.
Yeah,
just like let them do it.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
Or they probably speak English too, right?
Yeah.
And they understand like the body language of like being angry or whatever.
Of course,
so.
Unless they're like socially like not there.
I mean, the only angle I can think is either actually being racist or like she had really strict instructions from the security firm or something. Like probably because of like falling down or whatever to prevent all of that. Or maybe like I've been in one of these kind of firms for like Hong Kong Mama. And they have strict firms too. So they do these kind of things when they can't delay the people coming in. So like, you know, you have a red carpet, you need to go chop, and you can't just allocate time to everybody, because normally what happens is like if Song Joong-ki is supposed to be on the red carpet at 3 p.m. sharp, he arrives at 3:40 p.m. sharp, like 3:40 p.m.
Yeah, they're always late, aren't they?
Because no, it's not because he's late, because the limos come in, pull in, and then the stars like take like every 15 each of them take 15 seconds of the red carpet, like doing all the pictures and stuff, and then there's a delay, and there's like hundreds of stars coming in. So maybe because of that time schedule, she had that mission or duty to like go in. And then normally, do you take pictures on the stairs? Like,
Yeah, it's like the Met Gala.
Okay.
Yeah, similar thing. And all the photographers are on
Aren't there like actual proper red carpets like that are flat?
You take photos everywhere on the carpet, and then as you go up the stairs as well. It's just different shots.
Because the one I saw with Yuna here was like on the red carpet. Like,
yeah, they take pictures
like
throughout.
They have pictures here, right?
Yeah.
Why did they take it on the stairs? Okay.
It's like the Met Gala.
Yeah, but like, I think there's a heavy chance she's either racist. She's like, you know, try to show her authority as a white person or Italian or whatever she thinks.
No, French, probably French.
Yeah.
They're in Cannes.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
French.
Yeah.
French con. So as a French person or whatever, I don't know if French people are generally racist or not, but yeah, maybe.
Mary says, just followed Anna on TikTok. David, what's your TikTok?
I don't have TikTok.
You have Korean Pizza Club.
Oh yeah, Korean Pizza Club. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you aim to make that to 50K. Yeah.
From what I read, she was only doing it to ethnic, no white celebs, non-white celebs. Oh yeah, that is an issue. But what about the Ukrainian though?
Maybe people, but she's just a model. Maybe they didn't, and she's not like a super famous one like a Bella Hadid or Kendall. So they just didn't deem her important enough.
Yeah, that could be one thing too. Like the level of importance. You know.
Yeah.
I guess she's famous, the Kelly girl.
Yeah. But they could also not know who Yuna is.
Yeah,
like all Asian
yeah.
ones,
Like if the security doesn't know, I'm pretty sure they know. They get like briefs in their ears stuff. But like if you're not,
I think having that job like is I wouldn't want that either. Being like the one to be like, you have to stay on schedule, but you have to tell these celebrities like, hey, you keep going.
Yeah.
Like I'd just be like, obviously they're not gonna listen to you.
But like I guess for the case of the K-pop stars or K-rappers, when I ushered them into like Mama, they were all very cooperative. They were all like, you know, like, oh, 가셔야 됩니다. So I took all of them inside to the dome and stuff, and they were all like pretty chill. They were all like, you know, when the fans are just like flocking, they're like handshake, selfie, and I'm like, you can't stop here because of like, you know, stampeding or whatever. Like you have to go. They all were very cooperative. Yeah, nobody was being a diva and like saying like, let me take my picture. Actually, they were relieved that they didn't have to deal with the fans. But I guess this is a different case. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because a lot of the celebrities are, you know, tired of all the fans following them and taking pictures and like requesting like, oh Yunaya, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
That must be like so annoying.
Yeah.
Annoying.
So freaking annoying.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. Like, I think there might be a follow-up story about this French security guard or whatever.
Maybe.
Because like she went totally viral.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I think she's gonna put out like a statement, or like the company's gonna put out a statement or something.
Was Kelly Beyonce's cousin? No, I don't think they're cousins. They're just very good friends since a young age. Yeah.
Yes, Kelly is famous in the U.S. Yeah. Well, that is the France soil, so maybe not a lot of people might know.
Yeah. So
Cannes rules should be sent to every publicist beforehand, and otherwise, WTF. Yeah. I just came from Anna's life. Hey, Laura. Welcome.
I think she's new because she doesn't know.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Anna. David made it. Yes. Oh, Destiny's Child was from 1990 to 2006.
Yeah, they are like really like my childhood.
That's
like,
crazy. 1990, I wasn't even born.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's not even childhood.
Yeah. Any pearls of wisdom, David?
Pearls of wisdom?
Yeah, as a life 인생 선배.
Suddenly?
Yeah, because I'm turning 30 at the end of the week.
Okay.
Can you drop any life wisdoms?
Oh, you're turning 30. Oh, well.
Let's see what David has to offer.
Well, I don't think I'm in any position to say to you, but
Life
like
advice.
universally to you guys, when you have the time, work out. That's what I want to say. You'll hit that physical and mental wall, and then once you turn 30, you're like, every day is a battle.
Do you feel like you're aging?
Yeah, I do. Like definitely.
In what ways?
Like my knees creak and like my back hurts and like I'm getting like belly fat and like I feel my turtleneck's going like
yeah, he has a rounded shoulder.
Yeah, rounded shoulder. So like, and then what they say is like, oh, once you pass your 30s, even if you exercise, the rate of like gaining muscle or like
your muscle like it starts to get waste.
Yeah. So like once you're in your 20s, try to get in your peak physique and not because of like body profiles or showing off or anything, just for your health. It's shown it's research that like people who take care of their bodies and gain like muscle or whatever in their 20s and then maintain that, or like even just stop working out from that, like the muscle deteriorates but still that maintains your body in a good shape. And
you have a good core. In order to work, you have to be strong.
Right.
Yeah.
So I regret not working out a lot during my 20s because I'm feeling like, I wish I had more like energy. Like I'm so drained. Or maybe that's just my life. But Abel says, bro, I feel like that and I'm 27. Yeah. Age is subjective. But
aging, is that
no offense. Any what?
Any like life advice not apart from this?
Life advice?
Yeah.
Life advice. I'm only 2 years older.
Pearls of wisdom you can share.
Life advice. I don't know. I have no life.
David has no
I'm
thoughts.
figuring it out myself too. So
it's all blank behind those eyes.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
just enjoy your life, I guess. Yeah, don't make any regrets. That's my number one.
Yeah. Is it possible not to make any regrets?
But like if you have the chance, if you're like pondering on some like big thing, and it's like, should I take the risk? Should I like do it or not? And then if you feel like I'm gonna regret this in the future if I don't, like, then just do it. I feel like that's always the thing. And like in terms of like romance, in terms of like, I don't know, investing, or in terms of career opportunities, or in terms of like traveling. Once you have the chance, just take it. Like, and then don't go into the future and say like, I should have went. I should have like asked her out. I should have like blah blah blah. And like that chance doesn't come often. Like they say, like in terms of like wealth and career opportunity wise, in an average of one person's life, there's like 4 to 5 times, like really big times, that come to you. It's like called opportunity. So that's luck plus opportunity, and of course you need to be prepared. But if you miss that chance is not going to come back. So you need to know how to identify that and find it, and then take it. So yeah.
People are giving life advice in the comments.
What is their life advice? I need some life advice too.
Take your health seriously.
Exactly.
Eat, sleep, exercise. Prevention is better than cure.
Exactly.
And I'm making David sound like a grandpa.
Yeah, I'm a grandpa.
Anna, are you a Gemini? Yes, I'm a Gemini. I was hanging out with Subini. She's like, I cannot stand Geminis. But she's like, but she said I'm her favorite Gemini.
I cannot stand people who can't
Believe
stand
in
people who are certain whatevers. Or MBTIs. By the way, we have MBTI t-shirts on Piroso, so go buy it. Well, actually, like I was like, only Koreans care about this, but I was like looking for meme t-shirts and stuff, and there was an MBTI t-shirt.
There is a section online that care. Yeah.
And then I put it up, and surprisingly, a lot of people have actually bought it.
Actually, a lot of people who are overseas, they're like way more people who like actually really study it. They're like more experts, and they're like, Koreans have it all like so wrong about MBTI. They like categorize by P and J, and they're like, no, you have to be like the you have like a weak NI, and you have like a strong SE, and like all this stuff, and like
that sounds
it's super technical and like experty.
I think you said it somewhere, but I saw reels yesterday and see like all the tech, the billionaires and whatever, the successful CEOs like the LVMH group, Amazon, Google, everyone, Elon Musk, there's not a single F.
No, they're all T's.
There's not a single F
because
among
they're
the richest
logical.
people.
Yeah, they think with their brains.
Yeah, not a single feeler.
Yeah.
No, like you
And
can't.
they're usually TJ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
J. There's a lot of J's.
Yeah.
But there are P's. There are P's here and there. But like the common thing is there's no single F's.
No.
No, not a single F.
Yeah, if you mostly T's are just smarter.
Yeah, I'm glad I converted to.
Yeah, I'm glad he came. I was saying
T.
this to Sabrina as well. I was like, she was saying something that sounded really like pragmatic, and I was like, you're turning to the right side. She's like, oh, you're so ENTJ. I hate that.
Yeah. And a lot of people say that billionaires and millionaires are psychopaths or sociopaths.
It is like if you look at all the successful CEOs, they have to be slightly psycho.
Yeah.
They have to care about only what they're doing. They don't have time, the capacity to care about other people.
I guess success and being rich isn't like the indicator of like a good life or anything. But if you do want some sort of wealth and grow a business, I guess like less emotional people are gonna make it. Right?
You can't be so sensitive. Yeah.
Georgia May, hey, says, so many Koreans asked me what my MBTI was when I was there.
I was asking Jerry what he was.
Oh
he was
my
like,
God.
I've never done it. It's like, so many people have asked, I've never done it.
Yeah,
I
you
was
need to
trying to
prepare this when you come to Korea and you're hanging out with folks and then they'll be like, what's your MBTI? And then you say no, then the conversation just drops there and like, less interest.
Yeah. I mean, Lena, who I'm seeing tonight, she's also ENTJ, and she's like, I think I said this in the live, but she was like, I get so frustrated at people at work who get offended when I like tell them like, hey, you can't do it like this, you have to do it like this. She's like, they just like, but can you say it in like a nicer way? And she's like, no, I'm just like literally telling you, just like no bullshit, no faff involved. Just like you have to do this, fix this, that's it. Like people are so sensitive these days. Yeah.
Speaking of, I think we can talk about the Kang Young-woo case. That's kind of
it's related. It's kind of big news in Korea. Thank you, Siti Porn Keller, for the $25. Aloha, and I missed last week's stream as I was traveling to New York City, Washington, D.C., and now in Arkansas, which we have just gone through. I can't read the whole message, but thank you. Thank you always. Yeah. Wow. Logic brain can be a liability, though, says Jordan.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Oh, and Juan says 30 is a good age. I agree. Like late 20s, 30s can be your prime nowadays. I feel like a lot of people say once you're 30, you become 아저씨 아줌마, and like in a relative view, like for the younger 20s and stuff, you are an 아저씨 or 아줌마. But in your own realm, in your own circle, the 30s is like the age where you can actually start enjoying like the varieties of life. Because you have
You're
the
not
wealth.
so broke.
You have, you still have the health.
Yeah.
You still have the appearances.
Yeah.
You have, like, there's a balance over there. So if you're in just the right position, you can enjoy more stuff.
Yeah, mentally I feel much happier now compared to when I was 20. Yeah, for sure. I'd much prefer myself.
But still, I would go back to the 20s if I could.
But you have to go through all the struggle
I don't
again
care.
and hustle.
I don't care. I would relive that.
You want to would there be anything you change if you go back to...
Buy Bitcoin, yeah.
Apart from that, just like how you live life.
I think that's everyone's answer in the whole world
just
now.
invest.
Like if you would go back to immediately...
Okay, that's too obvious of an answer, yeah. So apart from that, if you go back to when you were 20, would you do anything differently?
I would throw out all my studying. Like I would not study in college.
Just invest in like business.
Yeah. I wouldn't take college so seriously.
Yeah, but like,
all that BS.
We're in Korea where it's taken serious.
Well, if I made it to college, then that's basically it. They don't look at you through your GPA or whatever.
Do you think your master's was worth it?
No.
That suffering, was it worth it?
It cost like $30,000, and I paid all of that up front, and I'm salty about that. It hurts. With that 30,000, that could have been seed money for like 3 million for Bitcoin if I was in that. But
actually, I did a lot of hyodo to my parents because I got full scholarship for my studies in UK. So I was
you got a full scholarship.
Yeah, and it's like it's a lot of money if they have to pay that upfront. So I was like, I'm such a good daughter. I saved you so much money.
Yeah. I was a good son too, because I paid my whole fee for like grad school and stuff. So who does that? Like no offense to grad school folks out there. Of course there are exceptions, but I would say 80% of all grad school students you meet, at least in Korea, are all privileged.
Yeah.
They're all privileged.
Yeah.
Like 80% of grad school people are privileged in the beginning. And I think only like 10 to 20% actually pay their own fees. Because like in that age, if you're in grad school, you didn't do anything outside of college, then where are you going to get the money? So like, I understand, but that structural, thing, it just, like, you have to rely on your parents. And then if your parents have the capability to support you through grad school, then you're probably in an upper or middle class family. So
the bank of mom and dad. Yeah.
But I did it all myself with YouTube, and my mom needs to appreciate that, but she doesn't. And she's like, get a proper job, and I'm like, hey, who went through grad school? That was your wish, and then I went through that with my own money. I did that to compromise and respect your feelings and respect your view of life, and I could have invested more on YouTube or like assets, and then now I'm here broke. And I'm
David's salty.
I'm salty.
He just suddenly went on a rant.
PayPal, please. No PayPal so far.
And I was actually talking about this with Jerry when we filmed, because he was like, he came to Korea in 2017, and like he was obviously studying at the beginning, and then I was like, is that when you started doing content? Yeah, he started making content only 1 year afterwards. And he was like, oh yeah, my family, when I first started like doing all this, they were like, what are you doing? Like, you have to get a proper job. He was originally doing like software, like engineer stuff. And I was like, exactly with my dad, when I first started doing YouTube, he was like actually really annoyed with me. He was like, why are you wasting your time? Like, what are you doing with this? Like, blah, 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 blah. And then now he's like, he tells me like, I still don't really understand what it is that you do or how you make money. But he was just like, he's like, yeah, I think I am.
Struggle.
Yeah, he was like, I think I am conde, but like, I think you're fine.
That's a struggle for all YouTubers.
Yeah.
I mean, like, nobody thinks YouTube is like a real job. Your parents' generation doesn't know what you're doing. I've seen so many YouTubers that hide it from their parents, or either have like these conversations with their parents, including myself. I heard Kelsey's going through that with her parents as well. Like, if your income isn't sustainable and you don't like have a high rep in society, then like your parents are gonna be like, you need to get a proper job. Like, well, how much are you earning anyways, whatever. So I kind of like stuffed. And this is a very bad expression, but I kind of shoved money down her throat for a while.
As long as you show them how much money you're making.
That's the only road
Yeah.
to make them stop nagging on you about being a YouTuber. It's like, okay, send them on some trips, give them allowance money, and then they'll be like temporarily cooled down. But once that money kind of starts to diminish, which is me nowadays, she's like, oh, I think you should get a proper job. Like, maybe try and go on LinkedIn and shit. And like,
Do you have a LinkedIn?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you could hide it from your parents.
What?
How can you hide
YouTube?
the fact that you're a YouTuber from your parents?
YouTube? I know a very successful like eating YouTuber. Like, she's a very successful TikTok real short form creator in Korea. And she goes to all like these restaurants and makes food by herself, and she got a massive following. And she once, I can't say this, but she once collaborated with me, and then she was like, oh, you can't put my like credentials on the internet or something like that. And I was like, your face is there, like your information, you're all everywhere. And then she was like, I can't let my parents see this.
How is that possible?
That is possible if you're totally detached. Like,
so she just uses like a fake name?
She doesn't put out her name or anything.
But her face is on the video.
I think she puts out her name and face and everything, but like, she does put out her name, but she's just like, you can't tell, you can't provide more information where like that can spiral into like their parents, whatever, radar.
Is she like big YouTuber?
She's pretty big. Yeah.
Wow.
I was surprised, like, wouldn't that make your parents proud? And then she was like, no, I come from a very conventional, traditional family.
It's just mukbang. It's not like she's like stripping.
Yeah. There are parents like that.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the next news. The aespa. Let's do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's save the Wonyoung news for later.
The aespa girls, they dropped Armageddon, and apparently this was their first full-length album.
Yeah.
If you watch, like, I think I prefer, like, when I first listened, I still like Supernova, the song, better. But the music video, the visuals are insane.
Oh yes, I saw this too. Yeah.
Whoever edited and made this, I'm just like, it's like a work of art.
Yeah, and their styles. Look at that. It's like what do you call this? Punk?
It looks like
crazy.
what's it, Mad Max, or like it's like very
Whoa.
futuristic. The
Look at
visuals are
Winter
absolutely insane. Apparently they spent like, and when you look at this, it's like, oh my god, the budget.
Yeah.
How much money did they spend on making this video?
Yeah, look at the styling,
The
the
budget.
hair. Like Giselle got a whole like razor thingy here, and like, whoa. Oh, Karina, I love her bangs.
Yeah, I love the
my
wig, yeah.
God, and her nails and that choker. Holy, whoa, this is so trippy.
The whole is a real work of art. The visuals are insane.
Yeah, SM always slays with their MVs, honestly.
This must have taken a lot of planning.
Yeah, getting a lot of EXO vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
I heard some
background-
people say though, it's like, why like SM is like always so like satanic, or like
Oh, that's-
like
that is true.
Illuminati,
That is
or
true.
like, you know, it always has like underlying like.
But that's cool. That's cool, you know?
That's like the whole concept. Look at the
Yeah.
visuals, yeah.
And it's ironic by the fact that SM's the one with these kind of concepts, but HYBE is getting like those allegations for the side, cult or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, this is art. This is pure art. Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at this. Whew.
And like honestly, they don't have a
Eyelashes.
bad title song. They don't.
Yeah.
They like, I mean, that's why it's good to go into a big company, because they have the budget
Yeah, the
to
visuals,
make the stuff.
Yeah, the graphics
Yeah.
and everything. Like this
It's
is
stunning.
This is dope.
Yeah.
This is dope.
Yeah.
And I saw the other Supernova thing too.
Yeah.
And that song, oh, was it that? Oh,
He's watching the throw it back Karina
oh,
sequence.
let's see that again with the music. Drop.
David, calm down.
Oh, throwback, oh. You see that again?
David, calm yourself.
Whoa, they gave us a good fat 3 seconds.
Can you stop being a simp for a
Gosh.
second?
Oh, I like that.
But anyway,
That's gonna be my background.
but did you like the
video.
song Supernova?
I liked it.
Yeah, I think
Supernova.
yeah, it's really super catchy.
Yeah.
And anyway, apparently there's like a line in this song as well that goes like chitty chitty bang bang again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. David, oh my god.
What?
Stop. Anyway, and then they did a press conference, and apparently the reporters asked them like, "Oh, can you please comment on the comments made by Pang PD? The what you've heard everything." They're like, "Of course we've heard." They were just like, "Oh, we have no issue with New Jeans. We see them on music shows. Like we love New Jeans, blah blah blah." And they asked about like the "Can you step on aespa?" comment, and they're like, "No, we're just gonna focus on our own on our own career, on our own songs." And then apparently Ning Ning said, "Yeah, like music is so subjective. Everyone has their own personal taste and blah, blah." And that's very like fair thing to say. So apparently they were just like laughing, and they were like they're not bothered at all.
Yeah.
They should actually-
can't step on this.
They should, it's a compliment actually.
Try stepping
It's a
on
compliment to be like, because that shows that they're like bothered by aespa.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's the highest form of flattery.
It's the highest form of flattery,
Yeah.
So,
This is dope.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, these visuals and these like angles and everything is so amazing. Even the credits are super aesthetic.
Yeah, it's just I can't imagine the amount of work that it took to make that.
Look at the font and the branding and
Yeah.
everything. All
Yeah.
Supernova here. Yeah.
A lot of people in the comments be like, I just can't get into them.
And literally the songs themselves. Oh, she has an odd eye. No,
Yeah.
these are not odd. Okay,
Contact
anyways.
lenses.
Contact lenses.
Yeah.
But like even the music itself, like Supernova, it sounds like FX. It sounds like prime FX. Yeah, I'm getting that nostalgia.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is an actual FX song in aespa's.
Yeah, but it's
color.
super catchy.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wow.
super catchy. Yeah.
Yeah, and they already performed it in like Akaraka and the college festivals, and it was crazy. I saw all of it.
Yeah.
The chick chems and stuff.
Yeah.
Oof, Winter. I think she's my bias wrecker. Yeah, maybe I should stand Winter. Yeah.
So I love the songs that pops. Yeah.
Oh, aespa slay. Yes. What was it? Get it back, get it back.
Dance for a super chat, David.
What was the 가사? What was the lyric?
Yeah, throw it back, throw it back, throw it back.
Oh, I got it in like one click right now. Yeah, I just got it in one click. Okay. Oh god, throw it back, throw it back.
Stand up and do it.
No. I am not going to tarnish Karina's holy hip thrust or whatever you call that. And I got a super chat. Yay! The dancing paid off. Yes, the dancing paid off. Thank you, Joseph, Cindy, Chindi, and Brenda for the 10-10-20 pizza. Stay healthy and happy. Yes, I'm very happy right now. More of this kind of content. Anna, why do you always bring dull and, toxic content? Like, more of this...
What?
More of this kind of stuff.
What, okay? David simping content?
Throw it back, throw it back. Brenda, thank you. Just $20, yeah. Yeah, Karina is God.
Anyway, okay, shall we do the Kang Hyung-wook news?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Calm down, 제발, David. Yeah,
okay.
Kang Hyung-wook.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find this. Oh no, it was on Google.
Wow.
Okay, no,
aespa slayed so hard with that. Honestly, I don't know about the song being super viral though. Like, it's very niched in my opinion. It goes hard. Yeah.
Okay, so this, you guys probably won't know, but this guy, his name is Kang Hyung-wook. He's known as like the best dog trainer on YouTube. He has a massive channel. He's like on TV all the time.
Yeah.
He has so many dogs, and like he just like knows their behavior, their language. Yeah. He's the dog expert. And then like a week ago, a bunch of like news came out from his like ex-employees. They were claiming like he was a terrible boss. He would like curse at them, treat them horribly. Yeah. Like all these sorts of
surveilling them through CCTV.
Yeah, they were saying like they had CCTV. They were watching us all the time.
Yeah, made them go to like bathrooms that are like 5 minutes away, or like doing all this stuff. Anyway.
It turns out, and then like for a few days it was like silent on his YouTube channel, and then him and his wife came out with like a massive 55-minute video, like debunking all of the claims. And basically the ex-employees, they were horrible. Basically, all the accusations that they made, they were like, first of all, the CCTVs, like nobody is actually watching them. Yeah. Like it was all like, cause we just have to have them for like security reasons, but otherwise like we don't have even time to go through all that footage and watch. And there was like a Kakao thing where the wife, she's also like one of the bosses. She says she saw one of the employees working on editing something on the like literally leaning far back and just like going like this, and she was like, we have investors and like people that come into our office, and it's like it's just not a very professional look when you're like working in the office like this. And obviously in the work environment you can't treat it like you're working at home.
If you're an employer, you have the right to say fix your posture.
Please sit up straight and like don't just like lay back.
That's not being aggressive, or that's not being forced.
That's not being a bitch. It's totally reasonable. And that was one of the things that the ex-employees had a problem with, and she was literally leaning so far back in her chair. It was so unprofessional. Yeah, and so they were like debunking that. And also they had like they didn't use Slack, but they used like a Naver like work messenger thing that they were paying for.
Company thing.
Yeah. Obviously the company, they were paying for it. And then they switched, they were using the free version, and then they ended up switching to the paid version. Yeah. And apparently she said when they switched to the paid version, the moderator suddenly could see all the messages that were being sent. Before you couldn't. And she was like, obviously it wasn't I shouldn't have looked at it. But she said on some, not all of the employees were using the megabytes like every day, but only like certain employees were, and they were having a huge amount of data being used. Yeah. So she's like, what is going on?
During work time, you don't have that much to like chat about.
Yeah. So she was like, what is going on? Only on some days it like has like a massive peak of data. And so she like had an investigation. Yeah. And basically the 3 female employees, they were just bitching about their bosses and about like their other colleagues. Yeah, she was saying, they're using their male son for views, and like they're trying to get more clout for this. They were describing their male employee that they work with as like a hannam, and they were saying small penis. This was like this was in 2018 when like, what is this? Decline. Yeah. It was just in 2018 when, you know, like the feminism, like the gender wars are at this peak. And so they were using seriously derogatory terms to describe the male employee.
Yeah.
한남충, like you have a small penis, I wish you would like F off or like all this stuff. They were also like saying really bad stuff about the boss, Kang Young-wook.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just complaining, and they were like sending this on the group like work message chat.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. If you're gonna do this, just kakao each other.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this on the company?
Exactly.
You're so like
It's so disrespectful.
so disrespectful.
I mean, like, as I said, being a feminist has a different meaning in Korea. Like, it's not the feminist you guys know, the Western meaning of feminist.
Yeah.
Being feminist here has an image of being radical feminist and even maybe a femcel.
Yeah, yeah.
Femcel is like feminist plus incel.
Yeah.
So these girls are the typical femcels because they use terminologies like hannam, sochu, which means like Korean man. Hannam is Korean man, but it means like Korean men are all like, you know, sex offenders and they're all like potential rapists and criminals and all that kind of stuff. It has that derogatory meaning. So don't use that word hannam. And also, sochu means like small dick.
Yeah.
So they always do like this sign.
Yeah.
This is like
the Megalia sign.
yeah, this is the Megalia sign. They're like Korean guys only have 6.9 centimeter dicks. Very specific for some reason.
Yeah.
Always say that for Korean guys. And then the really effed up thing is like they always claim that their younger brothers or like small Korean children like who are males, they describe them as yuchung, hannam yuchung.
What does
That means like the what do you call like the pupa or the caterpillar, like the before the
it
metamorphosis,
forms?
before it becomes like a butterfly or moth or whatever. It calls them the larva of a Korean guy.
Of a hannam.
Yeah, to babies.
Oh my god. Yeah, they like say the most awful things about like if it's a baby but it's a child but it's a male. They're like no, it's like a parasite.
Yeah. So a lot of people have like kind of tackled them because like if you hate hannam so much, then like you shouldn't marry, and they even go on to like disrespect their
families,
their fathers too.
Yeah.
They all say like they're very patriarchal, and that doesn't make your father automatically like a horrible person.
I mean, I understand. I mean, if you've been like actually a victim of your father doing something to you, then I really seriously understand. But a lot of them is just like it's not that they've just seen stuff in the news about what like serial like a rapist or whatever, and then they're like, no, all men are like that.
So the problem was in this case, those kind of terminologies were used in the internal work chat, and that was discovered. And these parents were disgusted of the facts. Like they even said like it's okay to like slant on me or criticize me. I would take that, but for my child who was like innocent, like he didn't do anything to you. Why are you grouping in as like a disgusting, you know, thing like that? So the messenger monitoring controversy was debunked like that, and it riled up even more stuff. And they even the employees also claimed that there was like a spy cam in the changing room, but he debunked that,
he was
saying
like
that wasn't originally a dressing room. We have a dressing room allocated like 2 stories up or whatever, but they were the ones that were lazy and that just like decided to change there. And is it my fault to have a surveillance room in a random room that I need to actually have it? And but they're the ones that are changing there. So
and one of the I think the funny things was like this is a matter of like how you twist your words to like change the perspective, the argument. The original like the ex-female employees, when they were they made their allegations, they were also like when Koreans we have Chuseok, the Thanksgiving, like you can usually exchange gifts, especially like workplaces. And so the bosses, they might do like Chuseok gifts to their employees. He said they claimed that they received their gifts. It was like a spam set. And I know in the West, you know, like giving spam is like it's like why the fuck would you do that? But in Korea, it's like a really like coveted gift. A lot of people like that because like you know it's just like nice to have like at home like just in case like we can make spam musubi or whatever. So a lot of people like that, and then so they bought like a whole bunch. And then they were supposed to buy like a gift set, but then they like got the order wrong, and then they actually ended up like getting a whole bunch more. And so they had like a whole bunch at the office, and they were like, guys, just take literally everything that you want because we like over ordered. Take everything. And so what had happened was the original allegation said, oh, they gave us our gifts, but it was like in like these Baebyeon, which means like
Dog poop
dog poop bags.
bags, yeah.
That's the, and so they made it sound like it was so terrible, like they
Yeah.
have absolutely no disrespect. And he was like, okay, what had happened there was we have those, because we are like a dog training facility, we have those like plastic bags literally hung up everywhere.
And they're the ones who took it.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And so like, because it's hard for you to take like boxes of stuff without like a bag, she said the male employees just like really happily just took all the stuff in these bags. And but they just made it sounded like we gave our employees gifts in like dog poop bags, when that was not the case.
Right.
Like they were just hung up everywhere, and they were just like, you were free to take them, or if you didn't want to, blah blah
That's
blah.
a nice deed that they did.
It's a nice deed.
How would you like repay that with this kind of spite from a good deed?
Yeah, so it's literally like your employers are giving you gifts.
Yeah.
But you're still like managing to twist that to be like, they disrespected me by handing them out in like a dog poop bag, where it was just like they were literally just there for you to make it easier to take it home. So it's just like a twisting of words and situations and perspectives. Yeah.
Yeah. So they also claimed a lot of stuff about like the dog trainer being very bad to his own dog and all their dogs, like with dog owners that came to train with them and stuff. But he debunked all of that, saying like, I never do this kind of stuff. I even have proof, like pictures and all that kind of stuff. So it was basically all debunked. He won over the whole public sentiment, and you know, the news also corrected. JTBC was the one that got the initial reports from the ex-employees. And yeah, it was all debunked.
So it's kind of, this brought up like another gender thing again, because like I said with the like the dog poop thing and taking off the spam, he specifically said the 20-something male employees, they were perfectly happy. They were just happy that they were given so much, so many gifts. But it's just always the females that take issue and like always find something to complain about.
I saw an article, and the most upvoted comment was, "This is why people don't want to hire females." Because usually females are a lot more sensitive to this kind of. They don't. It's usually like I'm saying. The most upvoted comment was literally, it was the most hot article in Korea. And then it was like on the lines of like, not all females are like this, but it's always the females. That's why we
because
want
guys don't complain about shit like this usually.
So like this triggered, as you said, a whole new gender war, and they happen to be using like radical feminist terminology. So that even like strengthened the stereotype one more layer.
And then, you know, even in the like the mini Jin cut talks, one of the things that she said was like, this is why I hate working with other females, because all they do is complain. They find things to whine about. They don't actually get the work done. But then when they see successful people, females like me, they're just like, they're envious, but they don't actually want to do all of the hard hustle themselves. Just like, this is why I prefer working with males. I hate working with females. Yeah, so that also created another like conversation about gender things as well. But in some ways, I kind of, am I going to get cancelled for saying this? I kind of see what they're coming from, to be honest. I mean, whether you're female or male, but if you're complaining and just like finding issue.
What? Go on.
No, just anyone at work finding issue with like the most dumbest things. Stop
Go
it.
on.
I find it really, really irritating too. It's what Lena was saying about her people that she works with that are too sensitive. It's just like, get a grip. Get a fucking grip.
It's those little people, like the small fraction of people who have radical ideologies and have twisted points of the world and don't like socialize with other people, think everyone's against them, and have like some perverted thinking. Those are the ones who are causing the trouble, and they're the ones who are tainting the bad rep for a whole.
They're basically
gender,
being the Karens.
That
is literally just being Karen.
Yeah.
So now the public's like, he was being hated on for like after the like allegations came out, but then now it's like completely turned around, being like.
And I see like I see a minority of people saying that Kang Hyung-wook maybe turned this into a whole gender war, like because it's all optics as well, like similar to Minijin HYBE case, how Minijin got like so much, what do you call it, empathy, sympathy from a lot of people by like, you know, putting out the image of like being the new Jean's mom and how I try to exploit them and like block them and stuff. So like everyone comes out with an angle, right, on how they're going to tackle this. But in my point of view, I saw the whole video too. But it's 1 hour. It's like lengthy. It's like thorough,
Yeah.
and that like feminist part was like one fraction.
Yeah,
of it.
obviously he wants to defend his business
Yeah.
and himself.
Yeah, you can put that part inside
Yeah.
just to clarify. Like these people were bitching at your household, at your
child,
children,
yeah.
using radical feminist terminology,
Yeah.
and of course that fueled the whole fire, and that became like the whole like center of discourse
Of
here,
course.
and then that it became a huge like gender thing, and then people are all jumping on it, and obviously the whole country hates feminists, so they're gonna root for Kang Young too. So some people are saying he played this very smartly using that card, but I feel like he did what he had to do.
Yeah,
you know, he just put out all his cards, like defended himself in the best way, because his life was getting ruined.
Yeah.
You know, his life was
His
getting
business,
ruined out of like
Yeah.
unproved allegations.
Yeah.
So I would.
I'm
use
sorry,
all
but
my-
like literally, how dumb are you to like diss the boss's child, to say the most horrible things on the company's work messenger? Like, are you seriously for real?
Yeah.
And to be like, oh, we're not gonna get found out or whatever.
Yeah.
No, you're seriously stupid.
Yeah. I just feel bad, like in the time now in the modern day, like when an allegation first comes out, it spirals so fast and viral because it's tea. Everybody likes to jump on controversy, and everybody just makes a decision so quickly without hearing the opposite side. They're not even neutral or anything. But if in this person's case, Kang Young-woo, he had a very good rep. He had a very good image. So people were like, let's stay a little bit neutral on this one for a while. Let's hear his side too. But the thing was, he didn't break the silence until like a whole week or whatever. It took so long, so people were assuming, oh, he's fled. He's already like selling his company and real estate. Like the journalists were going into his private spaces and stuff, and everything was like gone. So people were like, oh, he's definitely a perpetrator. He's definitely wrong in the wrong. But then he came back with this, and it was a whole turn of tables.
Yeah.
So everybody has to learn how to be neutral. I hate those TikTok videos. I don't know what it's about TikTok, but it's usually TikTok.
Because it's short form, you have to get the message across in like a really short.
Usually those
time.
stupid subtitles that don't even take any effort. Like put it in, punch it in, and they're like, you know what happened this week? And then like, like blah blah blah. This person got slanted for this. Oh my God, he's such a horrible person. And then it gets debunked, and then they just delete the video. The damage is done. That guy is like
This is the thing with short
lost
form.
his job and everything. So I think the media has responsibility too, but like short form creators, they really need to stop doing it for the views and all of that.
Are we not part of the problem?
No, we're not, because we try to go. We do updates. We do long form. We try to provide all the details. We're not being like sensationalist journalists or whatever, or TikTokers.
Okay, so that was the tea, but that was like a big news, in Korea this week. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Well, shall we talk about Mini Team?
Yeah,
if there's the update.
Oh yeah, 444 people watching. Wow,
Oh.
That's a bad omen though.
Why?
444.
Oh, unlucky number.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe. And PayPal, yes. Thank you for the $5, Shireen. You also get funds because you made me laugh so much.
Where's my Firefox?
That's such a weird name, Firefox.
Oh.
Who uses Firefox though?
No, because for some reason
I have never seen anybody.
No, because I use Chrome, but for some reason the links just don't stop like working, like opening up.
Okay.
For some reason.
For some reason.
Give me a second. There you go. Okay. So I mean, this is still ongoing. It's like forever ongoing.
I'm sorry, but I think feminism's reputation is never going to get reset in Korea. It's just eternally tarnished. Feminism is never going to be a positive word in Korea. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is.
Because it's just how it started.
Yeah.
It's just at the beginning of it, it just did not start off on the right note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like this is pretty much similar in other countries too. There's a lot of backlash against the whole thing as well. Yeah, but in Korea, it's just to the next level. Like if you just say "fet" of the feminism, like they immediately just like
Yeah, because
I'm
it's
not
just
associated with it.
feminism equals misandrous. That's what is viewed.
Yeah.
But in America as well, maybe it's just like the content though that like you're exposed to, but like the seriously like vocal the seriously vocal left groups, like how are they viewed in America as well?
They're viewed as
because when Disney
delusional people too.
Yeah, when Disney or BuzzFeed or like Marvel, when they start becoming too left and too political, like people get annoyed at that as well.
Yeah.
Do they not?
Yeah.
I feel
of
like
course.
the sentiment is kind of changing.
There needs to be balance.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? If you're tilted to too much to one side,
Yeah.
if it gets too much, then of course there's going to be backlash, and that's totally fine. Like there should be a variety of opinions and debates, and that's democracy, and that's like what do you call it? Hegel's Minijin likes this. It's getting the balance. You know, there's opposition, there's support, it clashes, and then there's like a medium and stuff. So that's how society functions. And there's also a theory that China or Singapore or all these like dictatorships or like regimes get further and faster and advanced in society because they don't have that process. Because in a democracy, in a free speech country like America or like Korea or whatever, there's a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
You always have to go through that in Congress, and the process is very slow.
Yeah.
But in like China, like if Xi Jinping says something, they do it, and if that actually, whether if it has like backlash or not, it just straight goes through the agenda. The indicators go up, and they achieve their goal, and that's it.
Apparently, this is why AI is the most advanced in China because they just film everybody. There's no like human rights protection. They just have all this data. They film absolutely everything. They record everything. Yeah. So that the AI is so much more advanced than any other country in the world because there's no restrictions there. Yeah. It's a bit scary. Thank you, Shrain, for the $5 for having to watch David review the video. Oh, this was talking about the aespa. Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Shantae Hudson. Woo! Love y'all. Keep up the good work, and you're so pretty, Anna. Oh, thank you.
Oh, this gives me bad flashbacks
being nice
about
to you
that. Oh yeah, go on.
What? Flashbacks to what?
The story I told you last time about my ex-feminist girlfriend.
With the shaman?
No, what shaman?
When she got Latara.
When I was reacting to the Blackpink video, and then like Lisa was crawling through the knees, and I was like, oh dang, I'm envious. Like I want to be there too. And then she was like, I'm done with you. Like you're the most gross being ever. I can't associate with you. And then she was like, why do you pay for my popcorn and movie tickets and my taxi without asking me to, and stuff like that. And like these kind of incidents pile up. Yeah, I have nothing against feminism. I'm a person who actually read all the feminist books in like grad school and stuff because we're very towards social studies and stuff. I understand the gender equality and everything, but yeah, the way feminism is just portrayed in Korea is just different. It's misandry and it's radical feminism. It's not wrong.
It doesn't help. Like I'm just sick of gender wars in general. Whether it's incels or femcels, like I'm just like so sick of that whole like hating each other and just viewing as like each other as like the worst possible. Because the incels, they view women as like gold diggers. They only want men for money. Like they literally only using men. Blah blah blah. And then the feminists are like, well, the misandrists are like they have their own arguments. And
I'm baffled right now. MER, feminism brought the ability to work and to equal rights. Will unsubscribe. Are we saying feminism is bad right now?
And there's also...
Do you have a comprehensibility dysfunction? Like, what are you listening to right now? We are not advocating the idea.
And
we are reporting on the observational status of Korea and how they view feminism. This is not our personal opinion. I'm all for feminism. I'm triggered by those kind of people that don't understand what we're talking about. Like...
No, and there's also first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave feminism. Obviously, first, second waves like both were like gave women the right to vote, the right to like own a house. That's obviously important. But fourth wave feminism, the current modern day feminism that we have today, there's also a lot of actual feminists who don't agree with the current fourth wave feminism.
We're literally saying this kind of feminism portrayal in Korea is wrong. Okay, we're advocating gender equality, feminism, all that kind of stuff. We're saying that there are different versions of it, and that's the way how it should be portrayed.
Oh my
and
god,
educated.
we are not saying that women do not have the right to vote. Like women should just like
we
be
are
a slave.
giving you the status and description of the Korean society. Okay?
Don't get triggered.
I am triggered. I'm always pissed with. It's okay to get personal like offense on me or whatever, but I always hate putting words in my mouth and things I
they're
did not
literally
say.
interpreting into how they want to. Yeah.
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 Anyways.
No. Women should have the right to fucking vote. That's not what we're saying. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch as I mildly misinterpret what you're saying exactly.
Do you really need me to say like the gender pay gap is real, the glass ceiling exists, and women are discriminated in society, and all that kind of stuff to prove my point? Or I don't know.
No, there are genuine real feminists out there who don't agree with the current fourth wave feminism either. No, they're feminists, but they don't agree
there are
with...
different layers,
There's different layers, and of course everybody agrees, like, the first, like, few feminists in the generation, they did so much. But, like, currently, right now, it's becoming more like, okay, if we have all these, like, rights as well, but it's just, are we fighting for, like, stuff like, oh, like, stuff about, like, I don't know, like, 시선 강간, like, how do you translate that?
Eye rape?
Like, there's a phrase in Korea where a lot of people, like, men should not look at me because it's considered eye rape. It's like, I'm just like, is this like a real thing? Or like, is this something that you're just perceiving? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Calm down, daddy. I mean, David.
That person probably did it in purpose. Yeah. On purpose.
Okay, let's talk about the mini gene thing because there's updates.
Yeah, I'm so triggered right now. I need to cool my head a little bit because
Guys, okay.
there's so many like triggering points.
Don't get triggered.
I'm triggered.
Take a deep breath. Let's in. Out.
They are really gonna unsubscribe though. I don't need those kind of subscribers, okay? I need people who understand what I'm saying. I don't need two brain-celled peoples that do not understand and can't sit through a whole live stream, clip a 5-second video of me saying like whatever without the context and interpreting in a twisted way. Like, I don't need those people. It's
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you don't need those people who are just gonna run with whatever. Honestly, it's like I can feel that his adrenaline is up. I can feel his heartbeat is up. His blood pressure is up. David, be stoic. Focus on the things you can control only. Honestly, I can only have like a reasonable conversation with people who are like gonna think about things in a reasonable, logical way on both sides. Not only just have their agenda and their opinion and just run. David is super triggered. Oh my god. But honestly, this is every time let's talk about this. Also, oh my god, I got an email from someone who is a journalist at UCLA. She was like, oh, I'm writing a piece on the 4B movement and I saw your TikTok, so can I interview you about this? And I was like, I've said everything that I need to say. Honestly, I've said everything in my videos. I don't want to keep talking about this. Like, so I'm not going to do it. But like, whatever.
Let's move on now. Yes, please. Can you do the reporting for a while? I need to cool down.
Okay. So the mini gene and there's more Kakao texts have been released, and I can say because I am a
what?
Did you get a paper?
No.
Okay. No, because I can say I am a very rational person. After I saw these texts, I'm just like, oh, she completely lied.
She lost.
She completely lied about everything in the press conference.
Assuming these texts are true, they probably are from the audit HYBE did. This is the nail in the coffin, I would say. There's no
I cannot believe
hope
she said all that stuff like we did not do anything. She said in the press conference we did not have any actual real evidence of us trying to plot like actual what do you say? What do you aim? What is that? To actually like get out onto the company, blah blah blah.
Threaten the company or whatever.
So I cannot believe she said all that. And then there's this. I genuinely thought like the text that she revealed was like that was it. But there's this like also the text with like the shaman lady that she was like really
Yeah, read the text for the guys, for the folks. Yeah.
who's 이 부대표?
It's the Adore.
Adore vice president.
Vice president.
Okay. So they were saying we have to do something before BTS returns in a year. Lol. In a year, their multi-label US sickness, IT platform illusions will all go to shit if it's meant to be. That will make it hard for them and we earn our freedom. I would love that, and that is their plan. So they're kind of like talking.
They were actually planning. She said there were no like schemes or anything or structural planning or anything.
They didn't meet investors.
There's more. Yeah, there's more evidence here in the Kakao Chat. Yeah. They said this was all joking. This does not seem like a joke to me, if you read it.
Yeah, but in the court of legal court, like, can this be used?
Of course, yeah.
So they're preparing carefully, will become close to them, and like drizzle falling on clothes will quietly build a personal network of accountants, competitors, investors, outside directors, investment firms, and media outlets.
See, like she says, eventually we need to use the media. If HYBE's charts manipulation is exposed, then people would lose faith in them, right? So they're trying to damage the company, HYBE.
Yeah. And
if these damages add up, their bleeding would be huge. Yunijin says, we need to plan our escape while HYBE is under fire. Let's meet someone from media outlet, analysts, introduce me to one of their journalists. Let's do that. They're actually orchestrating all of these kind of stuff. Let's meet, like, quietly build a personal network of accountants, competitors, investors, outside directors, investment firms, and media outlets. How is this not scheming?
I gotta understand, how can she be so confidently saying in the press conference there was like no evidence when this was all there?
So a lot of people are saying what she was trying to do is like she knows she's effed, so she tried to hit it first. She tried to hit HYBE first so that they would take so much damage that she would have some kind of negotiation power with the public on her back. So she knew these would all come out. So before they come out,
do you think?
Probably, because if she knew that these texts were among her Kakao Talk texts.
Yeah, she's smart enough to know that, like, you can't, like, when there's evidence like this, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe these are forensic. She thought she terminated all the evidence.
With Kakao, you can recover everything.
Yeah.
It's actually such a scary.
Yeah, if HYBE,
there's absolutely every single text that you sent.
Exactly. I probably think Kakao and HYBE have some like shares among each other. So if HYBE requests like recover this, they're probably gonna recover it for you. So I don't know how she thought she would get away with this, but you know, this person says, anyways, making these outside alliances while bolstering the capabilities of Adore internally is our goal for February. They have an agenda here, an objective, a goal.
I cannot believe she said so confidently in the press conference. Like, we've never done anything. Like, how can you? I'm just looking out for new jeans. I get
I
think that part is true.
Yeah, there might be factual stuff about like her caring about new jeans. HYBE may be blocking their promotions or whatever, but this is just like,
you can't say that you had no plans.
Yeah, it's rock solid evidence.
You had no plans. Like she said it so confidently.
Sentimentals and emotions can't win over rock solid evidence. It's like, this is the smoking gun in my opinion. This is like the nail in the coffin. I think this changes everything. So when
is her firing? It's like at the end of the month.
Yeah.
It's like in a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this person goes on, no matter how I look at it, terminating the member's contract is too costly. And then they go on as like saying negotiation tools, the price is too high. And they even go into specific amounts of money, like 600 billion, 439 million USD, 73.2 million, HYBE's initial investment, blah, blah, blah. How is this all a joke?
They're talking, I mean, all this like this big number stuff, I don't really understand. But like,
it definitely shows you she's done the calculations. She's definitely organized and orchestrated, you know, a plan.
It was
to get
planned
out
a while ago.
Yeah, and then she even thinks about optics too. The parents will be the ones making the complaint to HYBE.
The parents.
Yeah, and then like I think that's very foul too, you know.
She really like manipulated the parents.
I don't think she manipulated. Maybe the parents are actually on her side, but then, you know, trying to rely on them and then trying to like
use it as media play.
Yeah, use them and like the members as well. That's kind of not it, you know.
And she was really relying on like a lot of her business decisions on that the support like the shaman lady.
Yeah.
Like a lot of, she was asking her all these like business, like should I be doing this and this and this.
Yeah, and she says, go on. If we don't make the announcement and we talk about selling a door internally, we are the ones getting sold. We won't be able to take control. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know what is the goal of the risk you're suggesting, blah, blah, blah. It's better that we make this public as soon as possible. The best thing is for HYBE to reach out to me and negotiate to block the controversy. Exactly, that was what people are talking about. She was like, let's hit them first. And then when they take the hit, they'll reach out to me and say, let's not get into a shit show. Let's just do this internally and make everything clean. So I think that was her tactic.
That is so much more calculated than you think.
Yeah. So honestly, like, that press conference was something. It was a show, but
it was super planned.
Yeah. I think that was her last straw, and she kind of effed up big time.
That was shocking.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now I can confidently say, I mean, I'm sure there was truth to her, some truth to her thing saying maybe the eyelid they copied, and like I'm sure she does have real issues with HYBE. That I'm sure that's true, but also she cannot just lie and be like, there's no evidence of me like actually planning to take over or like to get new jeans or whatever.
That's a complete lie.
Yeah, that's complete lie.
Yeah.
So, like in a few days, I think it's like her getting fired from HYBE.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess she did feel discriminated, or she felt like New Jeans was getting disadvantaged, and that might have been the motive of her wanting to go independent and like leave HYBE. But then like there was actually planning and scheming, and that's going against the company, and that is legally, what we call paying. So I think like she's definitely
I cannot fathom confidently lying so hard when there's actually such hard factual evidence. That's what doesn't. When she's such a smart person, how can you say all that when there's actual cacao evidence? Yeah.
And even the shaman thing, like she said, it's like she's like a good friend, right? I saw yesterday. Okay, I can't really. Maybe I'll have to find it. But she actually had a conversation with the shaman friend, and they were talking about her. I'm very careful on this, but like her formerly, I guess her sibling kind of passed away early, and then
shaman sibling.
No, Minijin's sibling. Yeah, and then I have to check this, but like. Apparently, she believed the shaman was possessed by the sibling.
What?
The shaman summoned the sibling, and she was talking to her via text.
What? I did not see
And the shaman says in the chat, "I want to be next to you for this year when you make like great decisions and stuff, and help you out." And she was actually talking to.
What? I did not see this.
Let me try to find this.
What?
So like once I saw that,
she's like kooky. Oh my god, why are so many like I mean, even like my friends who are like, I have friends who are like Christian, but they really believe these like shaman people as well. I'm just like, guys, it's like, are you for real?
Yeah, I'll try to
I did not see that.
Yeah.
I saw her asking the shaman advice about what to call the adore. She's like, should I go with adore or should I go with like a joy or something? And then she was saying, no, go with adore instead, blah blah blah. All of this stuff.
Here it is. HYBE released this. It says, Minijin believed that her former passed away sibling was summoned inside the shaman and called the shaman in her sibling's name. And she,
is there actual Kakao conversation of this?
Yeah, she had like 58,000 Kakao texts with that person. And yeah, here it is. Here it is. I'll try to translate it. Oh my god, this is too much. I don't know.
I mean, that stuff was in the all K-pop.
Yeah, this is the all K-pop stuff, but I need to find the shaman thing.
That is insane. I did not see that.
Yeah. I think the chat probably knows about this too, so see if they're confirmed.
Why are so many important people in Korea actually so why do they trust these like quack doctors and shaman people? I don't understand. A lot of people do this. Yeah. Yeah, so that is fucking insane.
It's crazy.
So yeah, now I have obviously clearly changed my mind because I cannot believe someone can so confidently lie during a press conference when there's actual factual evidence. So
Here we go. So, it's from TV Daily. Okay, it is from a news source.
Okay.
So apparently this was probably leaked or provided by HYBE.
Yeah.
And it says the yellow balloon here is the shaman.
Yes.
And she calls her sister, 언니.
언니.
내가 보라는 마루타 아가 좀 이메일로 보내줘. 이 아가 몸에 들어가야 돼.
What does that mean?
I need to go inside her body or something. And then she's like, okay, how old is she? She's like 32. My plan is to be a person next to you and be active until next year. And then she's like, what do I have to use?
What? I don't understand. What does this mean? What is she saying, the shaman?
She's talking about like possessing people's bodies and stuff. That's the gist of it. And then HYBE said she called the shaman in her like former passed away sister's name, and then she believed that.
Oh my god.
That's what HYBE says, and they have like a lot of like evidence on this.
Oh my god.
So they're saying it's 주술 휘진.
I cannot, like, in this
That's like
modern day and age,
jujutsu
people
heathen.
believing in this shit.
And people are saying, is she Shaman King? And then people
God.
are like, it's about time we release that neutral gear. Like, yeah, everybody's just like, Maruta is like a very bad Japanese word for like human experiments.
Oh.
It's like you make a human experiment on a person to know whether this works or not, or something like that. So people saying like she's Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah.
I cannot. Like, when this level of, like, this is so weird to me, this shaman stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're living in 2024, and
people actually still believe.
are
Well,
going
some people
to, like,
think that about religious people as well.
That's true.
You
I
know?
have no say on that. I
Yeah.
honestly, okay, as a Christian, I believe shamans too, because I feel like there's an anti-spiritual realm. You know, like demons and evil spirits have power as well, definitely. So I do think they have authority. And okay, I don't know. Like with my Christian religion, I feel like the traditional ghosts or possessing or like these shamans or whatever, they're all like evil practice in my point of view. So
I mean, I even have a video on my channel, but every time I went to do a tarot card reading, I always came out with the feeling like this is just absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
And you are just scamming people for money. You can just say whatever you want. Yeah. I paid like 5 won, like $50 for my tarot card, and then she told me like, oh, when you get married, you really have to listen to your mom's opinion. And I was like, what about my dad's opinion? Like, isn't that important? She's like, no. Yeah, your dad, but like, oh, yeah, you're really your mom. And I was like, my mom passed away like 3 years ago. She was like, and I was like, aren't you supposed to know that if you're supposed to like be able to read me and all this stuff? It's all bullshit. It's all complete bullshit.
yeah. I forgot to read a super chat, so sorry. Let me just go back to that. Was it Tracy? Most from America saw through it, but as Juan wrote, you told us we didn't understand Korea.
I mean,
about the feminism
yeah, about
thing.
her.
Okay.
No, I think she's talking about the press conference, Minnie Jean's press conference. Is she not?
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Most from
yeah.
America saw through Minijin, but as Juan wrote, you told us we didn't understand Korea. Well, I was on HYBE's side on the first place, so I was like, yeah.
I mean,
But-
from her press conference, I just cannot, for me as like the logical person, I cannot believe that someone can be so dumb to lie so confidently.
I think
about that.
I think the part we told about like you don't understand Korea is specifically about like the part of the work culture and how
The language.
Yeah, and the language. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not about whether she's right or wrong. It's about like how she won over people's hearts of like actual employees, daily normal people's. You know, she made like a bond with them by using their language, using their view towards like the upper, like higher ups, and like the oppression and all that kind of stuff.
It's like a guy saying to his girlfriend like, oh, I've never cheated, like blah blah blah. But then there's actual hard like text and messages, evidence. It's like, how can you lie so confidently about this when there's actual evidence?
Yeah.
So that was just like insane.
Yeah.
I could not lie so like that to someone when I know I could be easily proven wrong.
Right.
You know.
Right.
There's only a certain way you can get away with stuff, but if there's actual stuff there,
Yeah.
I could not like lie to someone's face like that. No, I can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. And in a few days, she's gonna get fired.
Probably,
Yes, yeah,
probably.
yeah.
She lost. She totally lost. I don't think she's gonna get any of her benefits or any of her plans done, or she's just gonna get kicked out.
So you just
Yeah.
feel bad for the artists.
Yeah,
New Jeans girls,
now
all
the
of
biggest
them.
focus is like what happens to New Jeans. They'll probably just stay in HYBE because they have no other choice.
Yeah, they'll just have to get a new director.
Maybe they can pay themselves out, but other than that, like that's gonna be a huge loss. HYBE is not gonna let go of them because
No.
they're bound by contract, and
Yeah.
they're gonna have to pay a huge amount with which they probably can't afford.
No, they can't.
So they'll probably have to stay, and I've heard HYBE has plans to replace her with another like CEO. So that person is probably going to take control of creative and everything. So yeah, I just hope this doesn't affect the creativity or color or the success rate of New Jeans or their mental health or anything.
They're just young girls. Yeah,
They're all trapped in the middle of this. But the concerning fact is that it does seem that New Jeans and their parents are on Mini Jean's side. Yeah, that is how it seems.
Yeah.
And they have no choice, like legally though.
Anyway.
Please read more Shaman conversation. Yeah, I assume there's more, but I think that's about it. Yeah, we can read.
Okay. The cult is culting. Yes.
Cult is culting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Didn't the HYBE said they will go into hiatus for like a 1 year, 6 months.
Oh.
New Jeans,
Oh
which is a
my
long
God.
time.
Yeah.
They're still young. They're
Yeah.
really young, and they earned like 5 million each last year. They're still doing better than us. So I think we should talk about the YouTubers.
Sojang?
Yeah, let's do that.
go there.
Okay, so
Where is it?
I don't know, guys, if you know, but she was really infamous in Korean YouTube.
Um,
탈덕 수용소. She had huge number of subscribers. Her English, I guess, YouTube name was Sojang. She made the worst sort of defamatory videos.
I've seen some of
I've
the videos.
seen those
It's
too.
all BS.
Yeah, obviously her channel is cancelled now.
Yeah.
But she would make the most ridiculous accusations
The
about.
fakest of the fakest
Yeah,
news
yeah,
ever.
like this girl is like a whore.
Yeah.
Like, she was like whoring herself out to sponsor.
Anyone with a sane mind
Yeah.
can see through that it's fake.
She was like the hater of the purest form of hater.
Yeah.
And she especially went off on Wonyoung from IVE.
Mm-hmm.
She hated that girl for some reason.
Yeah.
Always saying like she has plastic surgery, she has all these like behavior issues, she has the worst kind of personality. Like she just made the worst sort of videos. And then so obviously she got sued by Wonyoung.
Yeah.
And
I mean that the whole process like Starship did
Yeah.
to get her
Yeah.
identity and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very hard to actually identify a nameless, faceless YouTuber.
yeah, obviously she was faceless.
Yeah, you need to get the cooperation of Google HQ,
Yeah.
and then you need to go through lawsuits, and the Korean government,
Yeah.
the court has to grant you access
Yeah.
to that information and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
they actually went through all of that throughout a whole year or thing, I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
because it was getting too severe. She was. Like,
it was actually such bad
crazy.
content.
I don't know what she had against Wonyoung, like Chang Wonyoung in particular, but she was the biggest victim.
She was just a jealous 30-year-old something lady
Yeah.
who's jealous of pretty young girls being successful. That's literally what it was.
That's no less or no more. Like,
So she was, her assets was seized, and she made a lot of money because she got views from
she got massive views.
massive views because she's obviously like very controversial content.
Right.
She had assets of almost 150k USD, including real estate and bonds. She defamed 7 Korean celebrities on her YouTube channel between 2022 and 24, and she earned almost 190k USD, and she was ordered to pay 100 million won to Wonyoung after losing the civil suit.
Yeah.
And so basically, Dispatch yesterday they can't. Her face has to be blurred, but she was trying to seen escaping, and that's her lawyer right
I
there.
don't think we should blur her face. She
Yeah,
played
she-
with so many other people's
She
faces.
said the worst stuff about whatever, and this is she.
I don't know why people. It's probably because they don't want to get sued or anything.
Yeah.
But like, I think if you're a real media outlet, you should take the risk of getting sued and put out her face. Like these people deserve it. She's in a mask anyways.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, I don't understand Korean law why they try to protect the victims' portrait rights in the.
And this is her running away from the kita. like leave me alone, blah blah blah. But literally, she's like a middle-aged 30-year-old something woman who's
And-
just made
yeah.
videos about these young girls hating on their looks, appearance, everything. It's just like, you are just a jealous hater.
Yeah.
Literally. And you just made, she made, her aim was making money and she did make that. But now it's all of it's gonna go away, and for what? What did you get from
look
this?
at her fleeing. Oh my gosh.
Poor you.
Oh, poor you.
Yeah,
You deserve way more than that.
Yeah,
like, there's only one journalist over there.
Yeah.
And, oh my gosh, she's running for her life.
And obviously, I mean, I didn't say this, but I saw on Korean communities obviously commenting on her appearance and her body and being like, oh, you're just like an ajumma, like, you're...
I don't even care about that stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff is wrong too,
Yeah.
but like she deserves it because she did that on other people.
Yeah.
But like I think she's mentally in the wrong.
She is mentally ill.
She's mentally
She's
ill.
mentally
That is
ill.
mentally ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can clearly say that. Because like if you've ever seen any of her content,
Yeah, I watched her videos
it's
sometimes.
sick.
It was
It's
actual
sickening.
sickness, yeah.
Yeah.
So, karma is real. You cannot escape karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're rich, you can nowadays. Yeah, but anyways, she has earned more than 250 million won over 2 years.
She was making bank.
Through these videos. She accumulated wealth by buying real estate with this money. I hope that all gets confiscated.
Yeah,
now.
it was all seized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
And I've and Chang Won-young's agency did a really big favor for all the other celebrities too.
Yeah, she was hating on absolutely everybody.
It says like she hated on Kang Daniel, and I saw like so many other celebrities.
So many.
The title is "The Promiscuous Private Life of an Actor and Idol, the Nation's Boyfriend" on YouTube.
I was actually surprised that she could run her channel for 2 years without, like, I thought her channel should have been terminated like way earlier. Yeah, it was just such bad content.
Yeah, the judge asked, "Did you know it was not false?" And the defense lawyer said,
false.
It was false, and the lawyer said, "We cannot confirm it. The prosecution must prove the falsity." Whatever.
Yeah, so karma is real.
Yeah.
It will always catch up to you.
Yeah.
And seriously, if you're a jealous hater making money off people who are actually just living their lives, okay, she was making money, but now it's been seized. But like, seriously, what do you gain from doing that?
Yeah.
What do you gain from doing that?
She's just a hater. I won't call her jobless because she had an online shopping mall, but yeah, she's just a jealous person, sick inside, insecure, and she wanted to hate on pretty successul people.
Yeah. Like I said, I was talking with Oblang Tepyonim.
Yeah.
He said he once saw like a akpula. He was like an online commenter writing a hate comment. He was on the subway, and he was like looking over his shoulder. He was like writing some mean comment, and he was like, the guy was just like what you was literal the typical loser that you imagine in movies and tips. There's those kind of people that are writing these kind of comments. He's just like, you don't even need to like be bothered by this sort of thing at all. Yeah, he was just like, whatever I do, I just know I'm living a better life than this online hater.
That's true. That's true. Like I think more than half of what goes on the internet, all these people just fighting and hating and all these conflicts and controversies, wars, they're probably coming from a very mentally weak.
Yeah, they have a lot of issues. Yeah.
Disadvantaged or oppressed, stressed people.
Yeah.
And the normal people that are just living their good lives, most of them don't even know about these things.
No.
Don't even care.
No, don't care.
Whatever they say on cyberspace is not gonna affect their daily lives.
Yeah.
So, But as YouTubers, we're like kind of adjacent to those kind of threats and exposed to that. So it kind of gets tricky sometimes.
Yeah.
But to deflect that, I got Patreon. Thank you, Ross, for the 51st round of drinks at lunch. Yes, I'm gonna buy Anna a good meal today because she advertised Pirozo on her short.
Yes, I did a good job. Did I not?
Everyone was very delighted. Charmian, thank you for the 10. To lower David's blood pressure, you need RM song growing as your BGM. I saw it.
I saw the short. I like the hip hop song.
Yeah, he. I think that looks like outskirts of UK.
No, it was London. I could immediately tell because obviously I'm a UK. I was like, that's London immediately.
I thought it was UK too, and then I was like, wow, that looks actually kind of hip and dope.
Yeah. I haven't heard the whole album yet, but I like that song.
Me too.
It was groovy.
new movies that are popping out, the whole maze thing and like everything is so good.
Yeah.
It's,
immediately I saw the short. I was like, that's London.
RM is always slaying with his solos.
Yeah.
Cecilia, $10. Thank you, David. I really enjoy your content. Keep up the good work. Wow. Simple like that. Okay. Alyssa, thank you for the 2.5. Please read more Shaman conversation. She talks shit about New Jeans and she hated BTS. Shaman mentions SM also in regards to BTS. Okay, there's more about the Shaman stuff, but I think we've all had enough.
It's enough.
Yeah. All
like
due
a
respect to your
continuous
PayPal.
update,
Yeah. Well, we'll try to do a more bigger coverage maybe next time if more things come out.
I mean, one party by this time next week, it would have been all. Should have been.
The trial is going to go on,
Oh,
so
okay.
there will be results, and she'll probably get kicked out. So that we'll have updates on those results. Yeah.
I think we should talk about. There was this. We should talk about this because this was a bit weird to me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is not K-pop. Oh, my window. So this was a. I saw this on Korea Herald Instagram first, but then they actually posted this picture and then they took it down. So this was a student, international student, studying in South Korea, was caught riding a bicycle in public while naked, allegedly due to stress. And this was like last week. So completely butt naked on the streets of Cheonnam University. Cheonnam, who is from an African country, is under investigation for public indecency. He was riding a bike around 11:34 a.m. on Wednesday near the dormitory of his school, located in Gwangju, which is outside of Seoul. Other students of the school reported him to the police. He was 23. He has not been drunk. He tested negative in a rapid drug test. He said his erratic behavior was due to academic stress and claimed that he was suffering from a mental illness. The police is conducting further investigation. And then the update is he was found dead.
Oh.
I guess he, if he was actually suffering from mental issues, he might have just, offed himself. He was found dead according to local media reports on Friday. So that's sad that he could not get help for his mental issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was not drunk at the time of the incident. Apparently, he was not under influence of drugs. It was just like mental issues.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was kind of shocking.
As a foreigner, he might have felt very lonely. He might not had any person to actually lean on or talk to.
Yeah.
And the academic stress in Korea is real, even if you're in university. So
I know what it's like to be a foreign student. Like it can be so stressful. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Hold
I'll
on.
switch to
Okay.
webcam. But they say he had symptoms of schizophrenia too. So he was like, clinically, mentally, like, ill. So he needed help.
Yeah.
And this was a way of, like, I guess, just diffusing his stress. But that is so sad. It's just so sad.
Okay, let's end this soon because this is all.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do one more piece and then the nudes thing, I think.
Nudes thing. Okay. Wait. Sorry, my camera died, guys. So.
Yeah. In the meantime, go check out piroso.net. Yeah. We have a lot of new stuff. Anyways, I feel bad for the guy. That's so sad.
That is sad. Can you hear me still? Can you confirm? No sound. Okay.
Yo, song. There. Yep.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Muted still?
Press this.
Go.
Oh, red one. Yeah. Oh, they should hear you.
Okay. I think now it should be good. Okay, but it's almost 12, so we're gonna end with the last story.
Soon. Yeah.
No? Still no? I think it should.
Yeah, they should be able to hear you.
No?
It's going out. It's going out. And that's lag. So they're
Okay, it's
safe.
lagged. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Fine. Okay, last story was about I saw this on Reddit.
Yeah, this was kind of bizarre to me.
Yeah. So hold on, let me
It's not safe for work content, so if you're at work right now or if you're underage, do not watch this. Yeah, in the US, he would have been put on suicide watch immediately, no questions asked. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read it out. So I saw this on the Korea Reddit of section. Somebody posted, Guys, we were talking about romance scams last week, but like, do not Oh, hold on.
So I'm warning you, this is NSFW
Yeah,
content.
you read it out, David.
So there's this Reddit post from probably a woman. I was talking to this Korean guy for a while who I thought was super nice and sweet, and so he asked me for nudes. I sent some, probably incredibly stupid and naive looking back. She realizes.
Yeah.
But he sent some back as well, so that's why I assumed he was legit. Anyway, he told me he posted my nudes to a Korean site and told me that there are men commenting on my pictures, and I feel weird about that, of course. Does anyone know where this site is? Here are some screenshots he provided, so please, if anyone knows which site this is, I would greatly appreciate it. And they got like comments or something. Probably.
Do you want to translate the awful Korean comments?
Every body that's a virgin can be seen as good, but her boobs are a little bit too down, and that's not sexy. And yeah, I guess the sexual concept of what sexy is between Korea and South American women can be different, but it can definitely turn me on. I personally have a fetish, a fantasy towards South American women. I want to spread my seeds to America.
Okay, I think my thing is like they're saying it's frozen. Something's happened. Okay, I'm just gonna end mine, and we'll just go on with yours.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know what's happened here.
Last anyway.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna end mine, guys. Bye bye.
So I mean, she understands it was very naive and stupid. There's nothing more to say about that, I guess.
Yeah.
It is pretty stupid to share nudes on.
Guys, seriously, don't send nudes or money to people you don't know.
Yeah, but at this point, the damage is already done. So what we should focus on is trying to help her, probably. But I see a lot of collective intelligence in the comments trying to like pinpoint which site it is, trying to provide her legal help. It is very illegal to distribute photos of someone without consent, especially if they're nude. People are looking into communities like DC, HYBE. I don't think it's one of these big sites because
It'll be more underground. Probably.
Yeah, you would probably be able to identify them immediately.
Yeah.
So people are trying to like investigate which site it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, these people definitely need legal help, and there is like a digital sex crime unit in Korea. The police actually investigates for digital crimes exclusively, and they help you out on trying like getting all the pictures and photos and videos down from the sites. So immediately report this to your local police. Yes, you should definitely do that. And if you have the contact of the guy, that's even better as well. I hope he wasn't anonymous or anything.
But yeah, seriously, please, like romance scams and like images or money, do not send to strangers online. Like it's just like basic.
That's general.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Basic common
maybe if you're
sense.
deeply in love and you have total. If you're married and your husband said he wants to see you nude in the office, would you send him? If you're married for 3 years already.
But the thing is, like iCloud these days, anything can get hacked.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's also true. You always have external.
But actually now these days you can just claim now, even if something, you can just be like, that's AI, it's deepfake. Because it's so real now. You can be
that's true.
You can be like, that's not me, that's deepfake.
That's true.
Yeah, it's so good now.
But that doesn't work because like in the military, I had like a senior who got into one of these scams. He went to one of these like adult PC rooms, and they usually like go to like jerk off or something.
Yeah.
And he got scammed. So he was webcamming a female, and she was masturbating or something. Mm-hmm. And then she requested him to masturbate as well because she was saying like, "Oh, that's
how they get you.
I get turned on when I see you masturbate."
Yeah. And then they film it.
Yeah, they recorded it, and somehow he got his credentials and everything got hacked. So they got access to all of his like numbers and accounts on Kakao. They blackmailed him
I was saying we're gonna send it to all of your contacts.
Yes, exactly. And then they requested him like $50,000, and he was a soldier. Like, how is he gonna get that money? So he's like, I can't do that. He was freaking out. He reported it to police and everything, and they actually distributed it. And I even got that too. And he was wearing a cap, and he was like helping himself out. And then, yeah, that was in a group chat. There was a group chat made of like 500 people or 100 people or something. And that included his mom, his sister, everything. So the officers in the military immediately put him on like, you know, suicide watch
because that's very real.
Yeah, I honestly, if I was in his position, I would consider that too, because like you were humiliated in front of every. But this was years ago,
right?
Yeah.
But now, seriously, these days you can just claim like that's not me.
That's what he did in the beginning. He panic responded and he said, "This is not real. It's like a 합song. It's like a deep fake of me." But nobody believes it because it's actually very real, you know. So. Yeah, that's really sad. And then afterwards, I heard that he relocated to another region in Korea, and he disconnected all ties to everybody he knew, and he's just working as like a quiet worker in like a factory or something. But that's just
so sad.
That's so sad. I mean,
don't ever do that.
Yeah, like the dumb. There is the dumb factor, of course, but everyone is at some point of their life. Like there is fraud always like wandering around you.
Don't jerk off online like to people. I don't understand this.
That's true, yeah.
And when I had to do my Omegle or like Azar content, oh my god, the number of people that are doing this.
They don't show their faces though, right?
Some people do. They don't even care. You know, Omegle got shut down. It's a dead website now because there's so much of this stuff going on. Yeah. Disgusting. Nobody wants to see that. Put it away.
This is just sad. It's very sad.
Anyway, let's go for lunch.
Let's go for lunch. Before we go, guys, just want to show you Piroso. So last advertisement, guys. Actually, stay here for a while because I want to show you the new stuff we have. Put in a lot of new stuff. Look at these nice sweatshirts and t-shirts. This one was worn by V. Especially, and the other one was worn by TXT's Yeonjun. You can see the picture over here. He wore it literally, and it's very nice quality. This one was worn by Yeonjun and Chaewon from Le Seraphim. So if you click these pictures, you can see him wearing it. This one's from Chaewon over here. Very nice sweatshirts. Where'd it go? Where'd my site go? What? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, and if you go back, we have the cat. You have this cute cat short sleeve. This one was worn by Zero Base One Han Yujin, so you can see it over here. Yeah, and a lot of idol worn products. This one was worn by The Boys Sonu.
What does it say? What does it say? What? Cracking border.
Yeah, cracking border. We have these ones are very. Do you know about these book holders, page holders? I've never seen this before. Do you know what this is? You don't know the function, right? No. It looks very. I thought it was like a ninja shuriken or something, but if you actually look at it, I was kind of like, wow, this is interesting.
Page holder.
Yeah, so you use it like this. So interesting, right? It's so interesting. Like I've never
seen that before. Yeah.
Maybe you don't read.
And most people read on Kindles if you're going to read these days.
Yeah, but like it is kind of like a hassle to hold the pages when like the book always folds down. But like that's so convenient. Like I've never seen that before. But Jin sourced these are so cute. We have overfit cargo pants that fit like you know, a lot of good hip style women and men too. So go check these out. We have so many new products, and this one is selling really popular as well, like little bluebird.
Wait, and I see the MBTI.
The MBTI t-shirt, yeah. You can get ENF, yeah, so...
Where's ENTJ?
You can get ENTJ, if you click on it, it goes to ENTJ, you can get that.
Oh, I see.
It's a basic T, so I would be INTP, I would get this one. There's a black version, there's a white-green version, overfit, oversized black shirts, and these coasters are really cute as well. I made a shorts on these, so they'll be uploaded soon. Yeah. Korean Army T-shirt. Bestseller right now is this.
Yeah.
It's really, really best selling. So get these for your kitchen and check out all the other stuff, the bracelets worn by BTS and the Hangul cups and everything. So yeah, subscribe to our site, and if you subscribe to our newsletter, we send you 7 to 10% coupons. And I'll give you a tip. This is an insider tip. If you actually try to buy a product, put it in your cart, one product, then you'll get an upselling recommendation with like a 15% discount option. So that's how to get cheap discounts on Piroso. So yeah, try to buy a product and you'll get discount offers. So that's a quiet tip for you guys. And yeah, that was it for today. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, and thank you for all your support on Patreon and PayPal. And yeah, I'll send an ad your way before I go. And if you enjoyed it, please watch the ad. And see you next time. So see you next week.
Bye bye.
Yeah, and see you on Friday or Saturday with my solo live as well.